What are people currently noticing about you? We have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the Alice in Wonderland deck. People are noticing you are a lot more quiet than usual. You're maybe not sharing your thoughts or your plans as freely as you once did. People are noticing that you're also thinking before you speak, thinking before you act, and people can see this. Your responses are a lot more intentional. Your thought is a lot more intentional too. People can tell because of the way that you speak, the way that you articulate yourself. Also, people notice that you aren't afraid to face yourself. You see how Alice is looking at a picture directly of her, but it almost looks like she's looking at a mirror. You're not afraid to face your deeper or darker parts of yourself, because Alice is reversed, and I'm thinking about tarot reversals, how in the upside down it's almost like the shadow energy of the card upright. So you aren't afraid to face the more shadowy parts of yourself. Also, we have a flower framed up here, and in this tarot deck we have the sun under that as well. In this deck, flowers represent wands, and so this is showing me the Ace of Wands. Because you are a lot more articulate, you're thinking before you act, your actions are very intentional and they're very powerful too. You take very powerful and pointed action is what I'm getting with that. And with the sun being directly under the Hanged Man, I'm getting you've built a sort of sacred space within yourself, and this is maybe why you aren't sharing as much with others. You've built a very sacred place within yourself that you don't need as much outside approval. You don't need as much outside opinions. And this shows in the way that you carry yourself as well. You are showing up a lot more different, maybe a lot more attractive and seductive almost, because people are wondering about you. People are wondering about, you know, what you have going on in your mind. Even when they're talking, they're like, I wonder what they're going to respond to this. What else is coming out here for the collective? We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you are taking a lot more like deliberate action in your life to make your goals, your dreams come true. We have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. Even though you are you have learned a lot. You've learned to focus your speech is what I'm getting as well. Focus your intentions, your actions. And even though you've done that, you are still open to being a student. You're still open to learning from others. You don't see yourself as higher than others or anything like that. These three cards came out in a reading I did yesterday. The King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Hierophant. You've made a commitment to yourself to be a little bit more composed and not limiting your thoughts or actions, but you are very intentional in your actions and the way that you want to show up. You're very intentional because of who you want to be, the traditions you want to create, what you want to commit yourself to. It's all very intentional. You aren't afraid to let go either of ideas, thoughts, habits that don't serve you. A card fell on the floor. Let me get that really quick. It was the Hanged Man that fell. You're very comfortable in your solitude at this time. Purple could be significant to you. I think you absolutely have gone through, purple is the color of the crown chakra. You've absolutely gone through a sort of opening of your mind when it comes to how you see yourself, how you study yourself, what you've learned about yourself. The King of Swords here and the King of Cups, what you've learned about your mind and your heart, and how sacred it is. You view yourself as sacred, as a sacred space for yourself. You are the sacred space, and this is what makes it very easy to face those darker parts of you. You never lose sight of who you are, what you came here to do, is what I'm hearing. That's what people are noticing about you. We have the Nine of Wands here as well. Yeah, you're definitely, you've come from humble beginnings is what I'm hearing, and you have always been seen as someone who carries a lot of pain. Someone who carries pain, and now you're You've alchemized it. You've learned about alchemy even. Okay, I feel like you have learned a lot. There's a lot to do here with like study and academia. You've learned a lot about yourself and your own pain. And that is what makes you such a sacred space. It's like you've learned the depths of yourself, and the darkness doesn't scare you. You are the light in the dark. People are noticing that you are a light. You are such a bright light in others' lives, in your own life. And people can see that by the way that you keep to yourself. You live a very peaceful life. You live a very peaceful life. And I'm hearing like intrusive, like sometimes people want to be a little like probing or intrusive to figure out what's going on with you really. The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups. 999 could be significant. Nines could be significant in general. Yeah. You're very adamant about making your dreams come true. Because you know you can. We have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here. People have noticed something has been a little bit slow moving for you, whether this is maybe you are looking for a new job. Maybe you are kind of soul searching at this time, trying to figure out what path works best for you in this life. And that's probably why you're keeping to yourself. Something is moving a little bit slower for you, but you're not really worried about it not working out, is what I'm getting. Yeah, the Page of Wands is out here. You know it's going to work out for you. Page and the Knight of Wands. It's a lot of wands, a lot of fiery energy here. People are noticing that you have a lot more confidence in yourself. And this is why, even though something may be moving slower for you, something potentially has moved slow for you in the past. You could be like a late bloomer. People may see you that way, as like a sort of late bloomer. You've come into your mindsets, into your career, or your even like moving out has taken longer for you. It's taken longer for you to find your path, but you've grown deeper is what I'm getting. Like you're even though things have taken you longer physically, you are such a spiritually deep, spiritually rich person and soul. Okay, I want to get a few oracle cards. I think I'm done with the tarot here. I hope this reading is resonating with you so far. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. We have psychic abilities at the bottom of the deck. I was just saying you are very spiritually rich, spiritually deep. You may have learned that you have some gifts and you're trying to protect yourself in a way. We have animals coming out as well. Yeah, people also notice that you have a lot of like, animals are sort of like guided towards you, or you could get along really well with animals. We have life purpose at the bottom of the deck. People absolutely think and are very curious. We have protection. People are very curious about your purpose, what you've learned about yourself, what you're not sharing or telling others at this time. What else is coming out here, Source? One more card for the collective. Okay, we have two that came out. Three. We have friendship, financial health, and we have travel. People are absolutely wondering about where you're going. People may even want to be closer to you, have a sort of friendship for you. You're almost like a guiding light for others, and they want to be closer to you, have more access to you. And so they're like, well, let me try to make my way. And financial health is out here as well. Yeah, people realize that you are really focused on your goals. You're really focused on your dreams and where you're going in the future. This is a beautiful reading, collective. I hope this resonates with you. By the way, I will never reach out to you for a reading, money, or anything else. Brianna's Intuition is my only account, and I'll see you guys soon.